Now, live from Seattle, this is Q13 Fox News This Morning with Mark Wright, Lily Jang, MJ McDermott's Fox First Forecast, and quick commute traffic with Adam Gerke.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to your Thursday. It's January 15th.
Got a lot coming up this last half hour. Adam's checking traffic. Perella's checking your Fox First Forecast.
And guess who's here? Yeah. We have Blake Lewis. He's back.
We have Blake Lewis in the house. Talk about last night's Big Idol.
Yeah.
All right, Perella, what's going on weather-wise?
You know what? We've got some dry days to look forward to. Finally, double Doppler radar showing temperatures a little crisp out there. We're in the upper 30s. It's pretty nice, though. It's where we should be this time of year. Lately, we've been a little mild in the morning. Here's what we are expecting next. An air stagnation advisory in effect until noon on Saturday for all of Puget Sound. So all of the pollutants are being kept at the surface. We have an inversion layer. So this is going to be going on for the next couple days. And by the way, if you do have a sensitive respiratory system, tomorrow is going to be a little bit worse than today. Just kind of a heads up for you. Temperature topping out at 46. That's about where we should be for this time of year. And coming up in a minute, we're going to take a look at your extended forecast, which includes your weekend and the next best chance for rain. We'll talk about that in just a few minutes. Right now, though, Adam has a look at your traffic.
Right, and again, what do you see for drivers who happen to be on the Valley Freeway on I-5 on up towards 516? Oh, a little bit of rolling slowdown, a little bit of pressure on the Valley. I-5 works out better. You'll find that northbound 405 rolls tough from the Renton curves up towards Factoria, 13 and 12 miles an hour. I-5 mid-Boeing Field moving at a slower pace as well. Not as bad. Drivers on 520 eastbound and westbound socked in as you get along from I-5 and 405 to the bridge deck. You'll find 90 in fine shape. Here's that northbound slowing it down, moving at 24 miles an hour. The viaduct does move a little bit faster, and southbound 5 and south 405 still a bit of a chore near the Kings-Snohomish County line. Lily, Mark, back to you.
Thank you, Adam. 8:31 the time right now. We're following a developing story this morning involving possible job cuts at Microsoft.
The Wall Street Journal is reporting that the Redmond-based computer giant could announce significant workforce reductions as early as next week. But there are reports that as many as 15,000 pink slips could be handed out today. People familiar with the plan say the world's largest software company is considering layoffs across its various divisions.
Should electronic tracking devices be implanted in convicted sex offenders? State Representative Al O'Brien of Mount Lake Terrace has introduced a House bill that would have the Washington Association of Sheriffs and Police Chiefs look into that possibility. The electronic chip might be similar to the chip in Washington's Good to Go Pass. Now, as you might imagine, this idea is very controversial.
I think it's a good idea. I think it's important for us to know where they are, especially when we have children, because I have a 7-year-old son.
I know that they're kind of can be predatory, but nevertheless, it seems like if you paid for your crime, we shouldn't really tag you like animals.
If the bill passes, the association would study the idea and report back to lawmakers by December 31st. Well, it's been 6 months since a state law went into effect banning the use of cell phones without hands-free devices while driving.
However, compliance with that law has been less than impressive. Q13 Fox News reporter Jennifer Kabala joins us to explain. Hi, Jen.
Hi, Lily. Well, a study from the Harvard Center of Risk Analysis found cell phone use while driving accounts for more than 600,000 crashes and 2,600 deaths every year nationwide. Washington passed a law 6 months ago banning handheld cell phone use while driving to try to make our roads safer, but many people aren't taking that law seriously.
We've all seen them talking away as if they were on their own couch at home.
I saw a girl literally about a foot from an accident yesterday, pulling around a corner talking to a friend. Almost.
6 months after Washington's new cell phone law went into effect, it seems few people are taking notice. If you talk on a cell phone while driving, you're supposed to use a headset. But Washington state troopers say they've noticed about 1 in 3 talkers is holding the phone to their ear. The law is a secondary offense, meaning you can't be stopped unless you're breaking another law. But in the last 6 months, troopers have written more than 800 tickets and given 1,500 warnings. Being distracted while driving, whether it's reading, eating, or checking the radio, is dangerous. But studies have shown cell phone conversations pose a unique problem.
It's where your mind is.
Your boss calls. All of a sudden he says, if I don't get this on my desk within the next 20 minutes, you're fired. Your mind is no longer on your driving.
Troopers would prefer you stay off the phone, but the headset at least allows you to keep both hands on the wheel.
What we're hoping is that, with the cell phone in your ear, with the Bluetooth device, that your attention wouldn't be distracted quite as much.
Some people say having this as a secondary law is silly, since people don't take it as seriously, and perhaps we should make it a primary one.
That's probably not a bad idea.
Just like the seatbelt law, where compliance jumped dramatically when it went from a secondary to primary offense. But that took 16 years, and no lawmakers are proposing that we do the same for the cell phone law this year. Troopers say, just like speeders, there will probably always be people who talk and drive. But the law is there so people will stay safe.
It's a good law. It encourages people to do the right thing because distracted drivers are dangerous drivers.
The State Patrol says they have warned or ticketed drivers as young as 16 and as old as 80. But men under 35 had far more tickets and warnings than any other group. Jennifer Cabala, Q13, Fox News.
All right, Jen, thanks very much.
Another round of the good, the bad, and the ear-splitting on American Idol. Hello, I can't give anymore.
Ahead, our very own local Idol star, Blake Lewis, live in studio for a look at some of last night's more memorable performances. You're watching Q13 Fox News this morning. Don't go away. We'll be right back.